Hello everybody. Our present generation is an outcome of evolution of myriads of years, and so is our brains. Our brains gain control. We can gain control on our brains by our minds because mind is the rider and brain is the horse. If you do not have control on your mind, you cannot control your brains. It will wander in different directions. And there is no limit to which one can train one's brain. There is no limit what we can inspire the brain to achieve. But the thing is, you first have to inspire your mind. That inspiration can be brought in by delivering the thoughts related with your goals or activities that you want to accomplish. So, with this, I will start today's work. The first word is sophistication. Sophistication. Sophistication means unnaturalness, artificiality, act of employing sophistry in reasoning. Example: sophistication is an acquired characteristic found more frequently among city dwellers that than among residents of rural areas. All successful people assume a outer bearing of sophistication. Next word is sophistry. Sophistry. Sophistry means seemingly plausible but fallacious reasonings. Most of the time when we do not know everything about any problem, we sometimes employ sophistry to tell other people about the problem. Example: instead of advancing valid arguments, he tried to overwhelm his audience with a flood of sophistries. Next word is sophomoric. Sophomoric. Sophomoric means immature, shallow, lacking depth. Example: your sophomoric remarks are a sign of your youth and indicate that you have not given much thought to the problem. Next word is soporific. Soporific. Soporific means sleep producing. Example: I do not need a sedative when I listen to one of his soporific speeches. Next word is sordid. Sordid. Sordid means filthy, base, vile. Example: the social worker was angered by the sordid housing provided for the homeless. Next word is spangle. Spangle. Spangle means a small metallic piece sewn to clothing for ornamentation. Example: the thousands of spangles on her dress sparkled in the glare of the stage lights. Many saris contain spangles of gold and silver threads, and they are really very costly. Next word is Spartan. Spartan. Spartan means lacking luxury and comfort. Sternly disciplined is also called Spartan. Soldiers have a Spartan lifestyle at work. Example: looking over the bare, unheated room with its hard cot, he wondered what he was doing in such Spartan quarters. Only his Spartan sense of duty kept him at his post. Next word is spasmodic. Spasmodic. Spasmodic means periodic, fitful. Example: the spasmodic coughing in the auditorium annoyed the performers. Many times to disturb the lecturers during the lecture, students use spasmodic coughing to annoy him or her. Next word is spat. S-P-A-T. Spat means minor dispute, squabble. Example: what had started out as a merry spat escalated into a full-blown argument. Next word is spate. S-P-A-T-E. Spate means sudden flood. Example: I am worried about the possibility of a spate if the rains do not diminish soon. Next word is spatial. S-P-A-T-I-A-L. Spatial means relating to space. Example: it is difficult to visualize the spatial extent of our universe. To measure the physical dimensions of any object, you first have to establish a spatial coordinate system by which you can measure the coordinates. Next word is spatula. S-P-A-T-U-L-A. Spatula means broad bladed instrument used for spreading or mixing. Example: the manufacturers of this frying pan recommended the use of a rubber spatula to avoid scratching the specially treated surface. Sometimes wooden spatula is provided with frying pans. Next word is spawn. S-P-A-W-N. Spawn means lay eggs. Spawn means lay eggs. Example: fish ladders had to be built in the dams to assist the salmon returning to spawn in their native streams. Next word is specious. S-P-E-C-I-O-U-S. Specious means seemingly reasonable but incorrect. Example: let us not be misled by such specious arguments. Next word is spectral. S-P-E-C-T-R-A-L. Spectral means ghostly. Example: we were frightened by the spectral glow that filled the room. So spectral means ghostly. Next word is spectrum. S-P-E-C-T-R-U-M. Spectrum means colored band produced when a beam of light passes through a prism. During rainbow also we get to see the spectrum of light colors. Example: visible portion of the spectrum includes red at one end and violet at the other end. Actually, we remember the spectrum by the word VibGyor, where each alphabet denotes a particular color. Next word is spendthrift. S-P-E-N-D-T-H-R-I-F-T. Spendthrift means someone who wastes money. Example: easy access to credit encourages people to turn into spendthrifts who shop till they drop. Credit cards make people spendthrift. But if you have to spend cash, then you will save lot of money because it is really very difficult to spend money in cash. Next word is Sphinx-like. S-P-H-I-N-X-L-I-K-E. Sphinx-like means mysterious, enigmatic. Example: the Mona Lisa's Sphinx-like expression has puzzled art lovers for centuries. Next word is splice. S-P-L-I-C-E. Splice means fasten together, unite. Example, before you splice two strips of tape together, be sure to line them up evenly. Next word is spontaneity. Spontaneity. Spontaneity means impulsiveness, absence of premeditation. Example, what I liked best about Dale's parties was their spontaneity. A couple of friends would drop by, someone would pull out a fiddle or guitar, and before you knew it, the party would be in full swing. Next word is spoonerism. Spoonerism. Spoonerism means accidental transportation. Sorry. Spoonerism means accidental transposition of sounds in successive words. Example, when the radio announcer introduced the president as Hobart Harver, he was guilty of spoonerism. Next word is sporadic. Sporadic. Sporadic means occurring irregularly. Example, although there are still sporadic outbursts of shooting in the streets, the rebellion is essentially over. Her sporadic appearance on the event made everybody feel that his involvement is very limited in the execution of the event. Next word is sportive. Sportive. Sportive means playful. Example, such a sportive attitude is surprising in a person as serious as you usually are. Serious people also have a sportive attitude which other people do not recognize or know. Next word is spruce. Spruce. Spruce means neat and trim. Example, every buttoned, tie firmly in place. Young Alex Keaton looked spruce and tidy for his job interview at the bank. Next word is spry. Spry. Spry means vigorously active, nimble. Example, she was 80 years old, yet still spry and alert. Next word is spurious. Spurious. Spurious means forged, illogical, false, counterfeit. Example, the hero of Jonathan Gash's mystery novel is an antique dealer who gives the reader advice on how to tell spurious antiques from the real things. The victim produced spurious stories in front of the detectives. Next word is spurn. Spurn. Spurn means reject, scorn. Example, the heroine spurned the villain's advances towards her. Next word is squabble. Squabble. Squabble means minor quarreling or quarrel, bickering. Example, children invariably get involved in petty squabbles. Wise parents know how and when to interfere and when to let the children work things out on their own. Next word is squalid. Squalid. Squalid means dirty, neglected, poor. Example: it is easy to see how crime can breed in such a squalid neighborhood. Next word is squander. Squander. Squander means waste. Example: the prodigal son squandered the family estate because he was involved in making his own career. Next word is squat. Squat. Squat means stocky, short and thick. Example: Tolkien's hobbits are somewhat squat, sturdy little creatures, fond of good alley, good music, and good food. His squat personality makes him unsuitable for playing basketball. Next word is stacco. S-T-A-C-C. Sorry. Next word is staccato. Staccato. Staccato means played in an abrupt manner, marked by abrupt, sharp sound. It is related with orchestra or music. Example: his staccato speech reminded one of the sound of a machine gun. Next word is stagnant. Stagnant. Stagnant means motionless, still, dull. Example: the stagnant water was a breeding ground for disease. Lot of insects and mosquitoes develop in it. Next word is staid. Staid. Staid means sober, sedate. Example: her conduct during the funeral ceremony was staid and solemn. Next word is stalemate. 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 Stalemate means deadlock. Example: deadlock also means stand still, where one cannot move from its place. Example: negotiations between the union and the employers have reached a stalemate. Neither side is willing to budge from previously stated positions. Okay, so this was the last word for today.